How do we get the ball rolling on our self-improvement journey? It is tough, especially if you've been in a lifestyle where there's an abundance of instant gratification activities, such as gaming, binge eating, Netflix, scrolling on social media, uh, perhaps drugs if that's extreme. That's the norm. And how do we get out of that? So if you're watching this video, then that's step one, awareness. But that's just simply not going to cut it because now you probably entered a rabbit hole of self-improvement videos on YouTube where you've now spending majority of your time in the day on YouTube, specifically on self-improvement videos, and you haven't actually started anything. You might not have found the motivation to begin doing such exercises. How do we begin exercising, begin journaling pages after pages, begin meditating for hours? Not meditating for hours, not even. I don't think anyone does that except monks, but how do we get, how do we, I don't know, fine, meditate for like 30 minutes or something. You simply don't start there. That's that's hundreds of levels from where you should be starting from. Probably not hundreds, tens maybe, but what I'm trying to say is we set too much high expectations for ourselves. And there's this simple thing you can write on a notebook, set up. It's called a bare minimum chart. And we're going to introduce bare minimums into our lives, and this is what's going to get the ball rolling, as the analogy is. You're going to realize that you're off the computer now. You've started to go out, you've started to meditate, you've started to do all sorts of stuff just simply with this bare minimum checklist. It's awesome. So I'll probably have a few images up of mine. One old one, which was quite messy. I didn't know which boxes I was ticking, but you could see that there was I did quite a lot of meditation. It was super consistent. So was gratitude journaling, because gratitude journaling I did as soon as I woke up, so that was easy. Whereas with reading would probably be my third most consistent, because I value reading now. And education and money. So I put down money and education. Uh, I've been fairly consistent with money. Then I stopped for a little bit because I decided to do a different thing, different business idea. And with education, same thing. So that's kind of a wide range. But I'm gonna show you even better looking one here. So I'll just have the image up. Essentially, what I do is I put the boxes in between the lines rather than having the page vertical in that weird way, so that I can clearly see the boxes, which is quite important. So if you do want to get started on this, you just need to write the days on the left hand side, and you write down your activities on the top, and then you can it's an optional one. You could probably write like April or something, but I would do that anyway. But so you can just keep track of your progress, I suppose. See where you've been consistent on in whatever month you have. Like, let's just say 5 months pass, you look back on your checklist. It's quite a proudful thing to do. Oh wow, I did all this. But I realized that the first time I created this, I shout out to Hamza, by the way, it's where I got it from. But the first time I did it, I found that I had this urge to go ahead and take off all the boxes as fast as possible, as it was a dopamine in the way. That's an acceptable dopamine source. Ticking boxes, ticking like goals that you've set yourself, and on that checklist. That's acceptable dopamine right there. And yeah, it's amazing. Trust me, it's the amazing feeling. But incorporate these in your lives. Every morning when you wake up, do the good habits. I'll probably make a video. I'll publish a new video on what to do in the mornings. But essentially what you want to do, even I look at it in the mornings, is what do I need to do to complete the bare minimum for today? And naturally, you're gonna increase the time. You could go from doing maybe one breath, which is totally fine. Like a second of meditation, maybe like one sentence of gratitude, journaling, maybe one bloody sentence on a book or something. Those are all bare minimums because before you probably set this expectation that I must read for an hour, or I must meditate for 30 minutes, or you'll never get the ball rolling that way ever, because you're just demotivating yourself then. Yeah, start with something that you can work on and build up towards. It's not a quick, easy scheme. Definitely not. The time will pass, so don't worry. If something takes a year, I used to be scared of that, and it used to discourage me a lot, but now it doesn't, because I know that 2023 will come in no time, depending on your outlook on it, but 2023 will come, and I'd much rather have done the self-improvement until then. So that's with the bare minimum chart. So here are some benefits of it. Obviously, the first one, you get the ball rolling, you get momentum, you begin your self-improvement journey this way, rather than just forcing yourself to read for an hour straight off the bat and then get demotivated and then not touch a book for another week or so. Second one, you will be happier, especially when you're ticking the boxes off. You'll feel a lot more confident, you'll feel a lot more happier because you are essentially completing some goals. And number 3, self-improvement itself. You're going to improve this way. You're going to get significant amounts of improvement than what you were doing before, which was probably watching these and binging these self-improvement videos, eating snacks and all this, maybe Netflix here and there, but you get the ball rolling that way. And you trust me, you do a month of this and you will see the mental, physical, social well-being involved. You'll see those improve drastically. And trust me, just follow the checklist to the T, and you should be good to go. And now, just by you watching this, and let's just say you have completed it, you probably feel like you want to immediately get on to it. I won't keep you waiting, I'm gonna just close the video now, let you get on with the work. See you, boys.